This demonstration provides information about how to update the product setup file for the consumer electronics, camera, binocular, and telescope accessories category. Hi, I am a new item setup expert and I am here to help you with your queries. Priya, a registered seller with Amazon.in, wants to update the product setup file for a digital point and shot camera from Sony. Let us see how to update the product setup file. You have already received the product setup file for camera, binocular, and telescope accessories from Amazon. This is an Excel sheet wherein you need to provide the details of your product. The details that you provide will appear on Amazon.in against your product and will be viewed by your customers who intend to buy your product. Moreover, if you do not fill the sheet properly, there may be issues in uploading your product details on Amazon.in and you may be required to fill in the details again. It will lead to delay in your product being published on Amazon website. Hence, it is very important to fill the details accurately and completely. Here is an example of good product detail page. In contrast, this is an example of incomplete product detail page. Which of these products do you think will attract more customers? Your products with good details will have more sale compared to the same product with incomplete details. After completion of this module, you will be able to update the product setup file for your product and run the macro to validate the information you have entered. The product setup file for camera, binocular, and telescope accessories has 13 mandatory attributes which are highlighted in orange. These are vendor code, has UPC or EAN, vendor SKU, model, brand name, manufacturer name, title, product category, product subcategory, recommended browse nodes, bullet point, what is in the box, and items per case pack. You must provide information for all mandatory attributes for your product to be published on Amazon website. The attributes vendor code, has UPC or EAN, vendor SKU, model, brand name, manufacturer name, what is in the box, and items per case pack have been described in detail in the Consumer Electronics Guidelines video. It is recommended that you go through the video by clicking the link provided in the description section below this video. In this video, we will discuss how to fill the attributes has UPC or EAN, title, product category, product subcategory, recommended browse nodes, and bullet point. When you select a field, a tooltip appears on the screen describing the corresponding attribute. This information will help you in filling the correct values. If your product has a barcode or an external ID, you have to select Yes from the Has UPC or EAN drop-down list. Note that if you select Yes, the attributes external ID type and external ID become mandatory and get highlighted in orange. You need to fill these two attributes also. Select the type of ID or the type of barcode from the external ID type drop-down list. Enter the external ID or the barcode of your product. Specify the title of your product including brand, series, model, megapixels, point and shoot digital camera, color, optical zoom value, memory card, and availability of camera bag or case. If you want to sell a camera, then select camera. Or if you want to sell camera accessories, then select accessories from the product category drop-down list. In this example, we will select camera. Select the subcategory of your product from the product subcategory drop-down list. In this example, we will select Digital Point and Shoot. Recommended Browse Nodes (RBNs) define where your product lies in Amazon's catalog. The RBNs depend on the product subcategory. In this example, for the point and shoot camera, we will select Digital Point and Shoot Digital Cameras. Note that if you select Digital Point and Shoot Digital Cameras, the attributes Optional Sensor Resolution and Optical Zoom become mandatory and get highlighted in orange. You must fill in the attributes highlighted in orange to successfully update the product setup file. Enter the optical sensor resolution and optical zoom of your camera. Note that if you are selling a digital SLR camera and choose digital SLRs as the recommended browse node, then the attribute optical zoom will become mandatory. Specify the key features of your product in the bullet point fields. For example, you can specify resolution, optical zoom, image stabilization, and lens details. All the mandatory attributes are now updated. You can also provide more information for the optional attributes so that your customer can make informed decisions. If you have more than one product that you want to update, you can enter the details in the same file in different rows. If you have any further query regarding the meaning of the mandatory attributes, please refer to the Consumer Electronics Guidelines video. You can access the video by clicking the link provided in the description section below this video. To complete the updation, you need to run a built-in macro named as Merchant to validate your entries. To run the macro, in the Add-ins menu, select Validate Template from the Merchant drop-down list. The result of validation is shown in a dialog box. If there are no errors, click OK and save your file. If you have not filled any mandatory attribute or have entered inappropriate value, then the respective field will be highlighted in pink. Rectify the errors, if any, and run the macro again to confirm. If you do not run the macro manually, it will run automatically when you try to close the updated file. Click OK to run the macro. Consumer electronics, camera, binocular, and telescope accessories module is now complete. Happy selling!